Today, let us learn one more interesting theorem on connected spaces. Let us, the statement, or it is also called intermediate value theorem. It's also called intermediate value theorem. Yes. Now let us look at the statement of this. Each continuous real valued function on a connected space takes on all the values between any two values it assumes. The statements looks little confusing. Let us look at the another alternative statement. So each continuous function, so let us take a continuous function which is real valued. So the images is R, f is continuous real valued function. Let x be connected. Let x be connected. See, each continuous real valued function on a connected space. So x is connected here. If any 2 points belonging to x, for every 2 points belonging to x, and C is any real number lying between the images f of x1 and f of x2, there exists always a point in x such that f of x equal to C. F of x equal to C. Okay, very easy to prove. Let us look at the proof. X is connected, okay, and f is a real valued continuous function. So f from x to r is continuous. X is continuous, f is continuous, f of x is continuous. Why? Because we know that continuous image of a connected space is connected. So f of x is, where is f of x now? F of x will be a subset of R, and f of x is connected. F of x is connected, subset of R. And we know that any subset of R is connected if and only if it is an interval. So f of x is an interval, right? Is an interval, no? Very, very important. Interval, okay? Now, take any 2 points belonging to x. So if x1, x2 belongs to x, f of x1, f of x2, where they belong? They belong to f of x, the image. And f of x is an interval, no? So the closed interval f of x1, comma f of x2 will be contained in f of x because f of x is an interval. Interval. Right? Now, take any point C belonging to this interval. Let us take any point C belonging to this interval. Okay? Belonging to the interval. So that interval is subset of f of x. So C will belong to f of x. C will belong to f of x means what? There exists a point in x such that C is equal to f of that point small x. And that is what we had to prove. So hence the theorem. Very, very simple theorem.